Many Canadians will be picking up their Halloween costumes this weekend, and every year some of those costumes are bound to cause outrage and offend. Joining me now with her unique perspective on Halloween costumes is Donna Dobo. And Donna, you've been in the costume business for 27 years here in Vancouver. This year, when it comes to bad taste, we've seen the Caitlyn Jenner corsets. Last year it was Ebola suits.
Yes.
I'm wondering, how do you handle people who come with requests that you would consider inappropriate?
Well, there are costumes that are controversial, and then there are costumes that are just downright offensive. And people will choose to wear those costumes, but they'll have to put them together themselves, because I may have some of the pieces, but they're on their own. I don't sell a Bill Cosby costume.
Mm-hmm. But you sell parts that people could use for a Bill Cosby costume.
Yes, I would have an afro wig, and that might be what they'd like to buy, but I won't sell them a costume that I find offensive.
Right. Now, give me a sense of what kind of request you might get this year. I mentioned the corset. What else?
Well, there's the dentist that caught the lion.
All right.
You know, and I won't have that costume, but if they wanted to buy a lab coat and be the dentist, they're on their own.
How risque or close to the line do you draw when it comes to selling costumes? What's your mantra?
Well, we start looking at costumes in January and all the big costume shows, and let me tell you, there's a lot of offensive costumes at these shows. So I call it curating my costume collection, and I just carefully pick and choose what I think is suitable for family-friendly locations. So you know, costumes teachers could buy.
Mm-hmm. And in general, you say most people are looking for something fairly standard. What are your big ones this year?
Well, I personally think that Matt Damon fans are going to want to go as the Martian. Bring him home, but you want to dirty it up if it's the end of the movie, because he's a little bit messy. There's some great movie references that people are picking up on this year.
Do you have a particular favorite request that someone's come to you with over the years, when something that kind of comes close to the line?
Well, there are costumes I'm happy to say we don't carry. And as much as I love Disney princesses, I don't carry Pocahontas. I don't carry native headdresses. And I'm happy to say I don't have them in stock when people come and ask for them. And
you do that why?
Well, I'm careful with cultural appropriation. I'm careful with racist and gender-biased costumes. We don't sell little police costumes for girls that are dresses, right, because that's not what police wear. And yeah, so, you know, there are some decisions that have to be made along the way. But, you know, it's Oktoberfest. So do we say no to lederhosen and dirndls? No, absolutely. That's fine.
And no corsets on your thing here, I see.
I haven't brought any, but I won't say we don't carry them.
All right. Thanks so much. I've been with Donna Dobo. Donna runs a costume shop, Just Imagine Fun Clothing, here in Vancouver.